Yes, I want my husband to do well. I'd like him to win. But the bottom line is, I want my son to win. I want to see him at the top of the podium. Dane started racing go-karts, as most of them do.
And we just sort of make sure that's what he wanted to do, and that he was, somewhat good at it, knowing what the business is like. We didn't feel it was, no point in throwing him out there until he was sort of ready.
You never think he's going to end up where he is right now, because everybody wants to drive and race and do all that, but you never really think this is where it's going to go.
You spend so much time just getting through go-karts and then trying to get through Formula cars, and you're just trying to climb these ladders and just trying to move up and up and up, and just trying to get to the stage where you're professional and you're earning a living, and then trying to get kind of some stability and some consistency in the series. Him running the big car series with a good program with the Spirit of Daytona guys, and me joining Action Express with Whelen all kind of happened at the same time. So it was kind of bizarre, really, time-wise. But it really, until I had signed that, it had never ever occurred to me that was probably likely to happen.
Well, a race weekend is pretty interesting because obviously Rick and Dane are competing against each other.
Certainly my poor mom stuck in the middle between the two. I think, she knows how much both of us have kind of put into it and how much is kind of at stake in it, really, I guess you could say, because she's spent the better part of her life submerged in it as well.
It's just amazing. I don't know how she does it. She's just, because she loves them both so much that no matter what.
When it comes to the race weekend, it's always going to be Dane first and me second, but I'm good with that because that works for her. Obviously for me, you always want both of us to have success. I think at the point now I'm not worried about him so much in his career, so I don't care if I beat him anymore, and that I'm quite happy to beat him. I know if I beat him, we've done an exceptional job, so that's good for me, good for my team, good for my career to be able to beat him at this level.
The one thing I have to do before Dane goes out for a race, it doesn't have to be right before he gets in the race car, but it's the last time I think I'm going to see him before he gets in, is that I have to give him a hug and tell him that I love him. That's something that is really important to me because he is doing something dangerous, and I need that for me, that one last hug and make sure he knows I love him.
Certainly, I think more stressful for her, probably in a way, watching to have kind of twice as much on the line, so to speak, or twice as many guys to be happy or unhappy at the end of the day.
My proudest moment as a mom would be when Dane won the championship, and again that came down to Petit Le Mans, and he finished fourth, but it was enough for him to win the championship. And Rick and I actually were at the car when he got out of the car, and we were both so incredibly proud of him. You want that championship, and it was fantastic to end up clinching it and coming away with that title.
It was nice to be able to go up there and I think I was the first one to see him in the car when he finished, and that was probably pretty special.
Family time is precious, and we try to squeeze it in whenever we can. Obviously, we live on the West Coast, Dane's here on the East Coast. We try to spend time at the races together, but that doesn't always happen with schedules. But then at holidays, we trade off Thanksgiving and Christmas with Sarah's family.
The nice part about racing against each other, racing on the same weekend, same series, is we get to see each other a lot more. My mom's been coming to a lot more races, so that's really has sort of transitioned into kind of a lot of our really only time that we get to spend together.
Yeah, it's great. That's really how we do make family time, is the races, because they're going to be there. We can make family trips somewhere and then something pops up, and work comes first, so they got to go, and racing, the races, they're going to be there.
Yeah, we see each other probably less than everybody thinks. We see each other probably on Thursday, sometimes at lunchtime. For me, I'm just more interested that everything's going well for him. You're always watching the monitor, want to know when he's in the car, and if he's quick, why he's not quick. you don't get much time to debrief each other to find out, how your day is going. So it's like I said, I think some weekends I see him twice the whole weekend.
And it's been amazing to see his journey, how he's grown, as not only as a person but as a driver, and it's very cool. I mean, I'm so thrilled that he is living his dream, because not many people get to do that, but he is living his dream.
It'd be one thing if I was just kind of doing it by myself and he did something else, but it's cool to do it together and be able to talk about it, and have been his whole life and his whole passion. It's the reason he ended up in this country and that kind of thing, and it's been something that I've just been absolutely mental about for as long as I can remember, and it's been the only thing I've ever wanted to do. So it is bizarre in a way that now we do it against each other for a living. It's pretty funny, but I don't know, maybe there's no higher compliment than that either.